Good morning, Acadiana. Today is September the 3rd. It's a Thursday, and your time right now is 6:30. Hey, gang, hopefully you're having a great week so far, staring down a weekend. Got a big show for you in this final half hour. A lot of information that you will need to know. First, want to say hello to Katie Lopez over in the KATC studios.
Good morning, Dave Baker, and soon you're going to be able to tell me good morning in person whenever you get in the morning, because you're going to be coming back in the studio, which is going to be nice to have all three of us back in here again. Except the fact that we kicked Daniel Phillips out, in the last couple half hours, so that way he can let us know what's going on outside. Right now, we're going to head outside to Daniel Phillips for a preview of the forecast. Good morning, Daniel.
Clear skies down here early on this morning, but it is muggy outside. It's real sticky, and we don't have a breeze. The last couple of days, we've had the air moving around a little bit. That's not the case out here today. It's another hot, humid day. We've got temperatures that are going to sit in the low 90s. Heat index was going to be close to the triple digits, maybe a hair cooler than it's been the last few days, but you're not going to feel too much of a difference out there, really. Here's your out-the-door forecast. Temperatures are going to get into the upper 80s, close to 90 by about lunchtime. From there, we get up to about 92. We'll stay there through the evening and not a whole lot of cooling overnight tonight. We'll talk more about your forecast coming up here in just a little bit.
All right, thanks, Daniel. Right now, Governor Edwards says he's ready to activate more National Guardsmen if needed. This announcement made after the governor spent the day touring Hurricane Laura storm damage in southwest Louisiana. Those guardsmen are currently working to clear debris and handing out items at distribution centers.
When those needs are being met, it gives them hope that we are going to recover and that we will at some point get back to normal. And I say that's exactly right. In fact, we're going to get back to better than normal.
Later today, Governor John Bel Edwards will hold a media briefing about the state's activity related to Hurricane Laura. That will be at 10:30 this morning, and you can stream that media briefing live at KATC.com.
2 more deaths are being blamed on Hurricane Laura. The Department of Health saying 2 people in Beauregard Parish died of heat-related issues in the aftermath of the storm. The death toll now stands at 17. KATC saying that it has restored power to about 74% of its customers affected by the storm. Right now, all but 2,500 of KATC's customers in Calcasieu Parish have power. Meanwhile, Entergy says that it plans to bring back power to its customers in southwest Louisiana within 2 weeks. The company says it's working on its transmission system, which suffered catastrophic storm damage.
Here's your weather on the 3s.
We've got temperatures sitting in the 70s across Acadiana, 77 in Lafayette, 75 out through New Iberia. You've got Alexandria at about 76. 70 for Opelousas so far, in the mid-70s between Morgan City and Abbeville. Real sticky outside so far this morning. We've got 2 points sitting in the 70s as well. So it's a slight improvement from where we were yesterday, at least the temperatures. The difference is we don't have much of a breeze out there today. It still feels quite stuffy and again, not quite as warm. It feels a little bit stickier out there. And again, a lot of that just has to do with 2 points sitting at 74, not a whole lot of air movement. Now, we don't even get a whole lot of a breeze out there today. That was kind of the saving grace of the last couple of days. Not going to be out there today. We're still quite hot, up at about 92 degrees for your high today. Heat index rolling probably in the triple digits. Isolated showers got to be possible, maybe a 10% chance for a quick passing shower. I do think for the most part, though, we stay dry, we stay sunny, and not a whole lot goes on in the weather forecast. Not just today either. It's probably going to be that way all the way through into the weekend as well. So Friday looking just as quiet. Futurecast is trying to bring a few more clouds in place, and I think it's really just picking up on extra bits of moisture out there. It's starting to transition to the fall, and we still have summer type dew points, so models will struggle a little bit with that and probably will for a couple weeks until we kind of officially turn the page into fall. We're in that weird time period now where some of the leaves are starting to fall off. You've got the days shorter, but those afternoon temperatures are still sitting up there where they've been through the summer. 92 that high today. Winds out of the south at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Hot, humid conditions. 94 for Friday and Saturday, even staying hot into the weekend. We may see a front for next week. We also may end up seeing summer conditions continue. It is really up in the air beyond that 5-day. I'll tell you more about that coming up closer to the top of the hour. 6:35 right now, 77 degrees.
Well, happening right now in Rapides Parish, 1,400 people are still without power and many also without running water. Well, this morning our Katie Easter takes us just outside of Glenmora and shows us how families are making it without essential services.
People living outside of the Glenmora city limits say they've been without water since Laura hit last week. To take a bath, they either come out to the river or to their swimming pool in their backyard.
and that's the way we flush it. If you wanted to flush your commode, you had to pack a 5-gallon bucket to do that.
Kelly Cloud has been without electricity since Hurricane Laura hit last week.
All of the Beauregard electric infrastructure, that's who we get our electricity from, is all down. Everything's tore all to pieces.
Since Cloud lives outside of Glamora city limits, he and his neighbors have to live off of well water.
You can make it without electricity, but you gotta have water. We have Kentwood jugs that we go get. That's what we wash our dishes with. This is my bath water, warming for tonight.
Cloud says they've seen several of their neighbors coming out either to their swimming pools or even the river nearby just to take a bath.
You use a bottle of water to brush your teeth in the morning. That's all you've got, and you make do.
The National Guard has been in the area handing out supplies.
But we're fine. We made it through it, and we got friends and we got family. And that's what it's about, is friends and family. But we ask for city water's all we want.
The people I spoke with say they are grateful for the help they have gotten, but they hope more is on the way. In Rapides Parish, Katie Easter, KATC TV3.
In Jennings, crews continue cleaning up after Hurricane Laura. Mayor Henry Gwynn says that the city got a head start because they dispatched crews right after the storm made landfall. Right now, they're asking to put debris on the side of the road, but to keep vegetation and other items separated. All vegetation is being brought to the city's burn site. New this morning, State Farm has received close to 25,000 insurance claims from homeowners across the state after Hurricane Laura ravaged through the Lake Charles region. State Farm says they expect this number to continue to increase in the coming weeks.
Happening today, LCG will begin storm debris pickup. The parish has been divided into zones, with crews making 2 passes through each zone. The first round of collection could take up to 3 weeks, and that's weather permitting. Well, in New Iberia, volunteers are stepping in to take one worry off of the minds of evacuees staying in local hotels. They're cooking red beans and rice with sausage, turkey necks, and more. Those volunteers saying that the smiles that they're getting is showing them that everyday acts of kindness helps during a tough time. Well, later today at Cajun Field, the UL Athletic Department and AmeriCorps will continue their donation drive for McNeese State University and Lake Charles at large. Bottled water is the biggest need, but sports drinks, non-perishable foods, and cleaning supplies are also needed. This afternoon is your final chance to give, and UL will make that delivery on Saturday.
Well, maybe you can't drive back and forth to the hardest hit areas, but you still want to help. And we know that because many of you have asked us, how can I help? Well, tomorrow, KATC, along with the United Way of Acadiana, Second Harvest Food Bank, and Catholic Charities of Acadiana will host the Spirit of Acadiana Day of Giving at the United Way campus on Pinhook. We have a list of donations needed, including non-perishable foods, cleaning supplies, toiletries, and more. Drop-offs will be accepted starting at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning and lasting until 6:30 in the evening. You can visit katc.com/donate for more information. Happening tomorrow, the family of Trayford Pellerin is set to meet face-to-face with Mayor-President Josh Guillory, according to their attorney. It comes 2 weeks after Pellerin was shot and killed by Lafayette police, setting off unrest and protests in the city. Guillory has also faced calls to resign amid his administration's handling of the case. LCG has no comment. New developments in a story we brought to you yesterday on GMA. Facebook removing a post by Congressman Clay Higgins that suggested he would shoot armed protesters. A spokesperson confirmed to The Hill that Facebook pulled the post because it violated their policies on inciting violence. Right now, the Anti-Defamation League is condemning Higgins' post. In a statement, the ADL calls the post reprehensible, dangerous, and indefensible. The ADL also called on Higgins to apologize.
We're learning this morning that parish residents will be paying between $35 and $37 more on property taxes. Now, that's in Lafayette Parish. The council made those adjustments to millages so that the parish could collect the same amount of money as last year. That money funds bridges and drainage, as well as the courthouse, jail, and the airport. Meanwhile, the city and parish councils deferred an ordinance banning people from standing or sitting along public roads to September 15th. They indefinitely deferred a downtown open container ban. The city council also approved an ordinance hiring special counsel to help in a dispute with the city parish attorney over control of city taxes. The time now is 6:40. Still to come on GMA. Recent surveys show more people plan on voting early this year. That story is coming up. And here's a live look at Cypress Lake on UL's campus. Daniel will have a look at our forecast next. But first, here's this morning's Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance